Hey everybody, welcome to the Contrarians podcast, and to our second campaign. We have a whole new world, new characters, and new trails to blaze, but for the most part, the same group of lovable idiots. We also have new music, courtesy of Winston of Arcane Anthem, a great composer who does royalty-free music to help everybody elevate their games. So do yourself a favor, check out their Patreon, link in the doobly-doo down below. With all that said and done, let's jump right into the first episode of Campaign 2, The Dungeons of Feyrin, by taking a look at the audio notes of a journalist that is writing a piece on our party after a particular jaunt into the dungeon. Hello, my name is Castian Bordis. I am making this recording at the behest of my editor in the unlikely event that I lose my memories again. I'm currently working on a piece covering the actions of a new group of delvers that had recently fixed a teleportation obelisk that had been involved in some dark ritual, or so it seems. The first person I was able to get an interview with was one Sybil Lichborn, a human 5'11", with serious amber eyes that gave credence to a no-nonsense personality.
So, Sybil, was it?
Yes, can I help you? I'm currently busy.
Yes, I just wanted to ask a few questions about, your party in particular. I'm doing a piece on the people that have come together to fix the obelisk. Was it a week or 2 weeks at this point? But getting a who's who of delvers, and I heard that it was you and some other particular people that I hope to be speaking with later.
Well, yes, you was part of our party.
Okay. Can I ask...
I'm sorry, that wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
No, we have a party member named... It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
All right, just bite down on this. And...
Is this a good time, or should I...
Oh, no, never. It's usually never a good time, but now's better than later. Get back out there.
Okay, well, if you don't mind giving me...
She'll be fine.
How did your party come to be? What's your tether, the glue? What brought you together?
Money.
Just money?
Well, we met through a third party, a benefactor, if you will. I won't give names because it's somewhat of a private matter.
Oh.
But we met through a third party. And I say money is what holds us together, mainly because that's quite the motivating factor for pretty much everyone in this party, but we have a job that we're doing in the dungeons. But
what sort of job is it? A goal or
mostly a retrieval.
Retrieval of what sorts?
I'm sorry. There's only so much I'm allowed to discuss about the
so a
nature
private,
of our work. Yes,
private contract of some sort. Oh, well, that's very interesting.
But mostly we came together through a third party, and we have a certain set of skills that complement each other.
Okay, well, could you give me a better idea of what kind of people or jobs the rest of your party has? I believe you're the healer.
Yes, I make sure that everybody's tip-top shape, the best I can at least. Gets a little dangerous down there sometimes.
Oh, I've heard varied horror stories of things that happen down in the dungeon, but could you tell me a little more about the rest of your party, of kind of roles they may play or whatnot?
We have two brothers. I believe One's a wizard. He's well studied, and the other also well studied, but I think it's more tangible. I forgot what those are called. Artificers, perhaps? Mechanics, engineers, whatever you want to call it.
It makes some gear that spews magic of some sort.
I think he's some sort of alchemist.
Oh, interesting. So we have the two brothers. I believe there's, last I checked, 5 people in your party as of right now.
Well, 6, kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to do some more research on that then. But there was only 5 when y'all had fixed or temporarily repaired the obelisk.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
We met the other one later on.
Ah, of course. Could you tell me a little more about the other 2?
Yes, one's a really big guy. I'm not sure if you've made it to the Tower District very often, but you know the Dragon's Respite?
I have heard it. I've not been in there very often.
Okay, well if you go in there, it's the tall one. He's
Minotaur?
no. Actually, there's some debate about that. I don't know what they are. I assume a giant, very tall, or a Goliath, not a giant. He helps us carry stuff in, and can turn into animals. So, pretty good at fighting.
Interesting. And your 5th party member from?
His name is Rooke. He's part of some sort of family here in the city, and he's very good at sneaking. I believe he's a student at the college.
Oh.
So he's good at kind of being undetected and also casting spells.
I see.
I mean, I think he's probably a little too smart for the college. It doesn't show it very well.
That's good to know. A possible prodigy, I see. So, thank you, and I will check up with some of your other party members.
So this is all you wanted to ask?
Well, it looks like you have another person coming for help. Is he missing a leg?
That happens.
I'll just come back.
If I work fast enough, I could probably get it reattached.
I'll just come back.
Just a bit. Okay. Fix it. Fix it now.
All right, get him the rag.
What?
Here you do. Dude, shut your mouth, man.
So, the next person I was able to get an interview with was one Rooke Corvin, a member of the famous mithril crafting House Corvin. I found him studying in one of the libraries of Ardor's Arcane Academy in preparation for finals. He is human, 5'6", with a somewhat constant smirk, as if he knew a joke that no one was in on. To be frank, I believe his story of how things happened is probably the most suspect, for reasons that become more apparent in later recordings.
Pardon me, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
I just had a few questions. I'm here with the Silver Lining Publishing.
Ooh, cool.
Wanted to ask a few questions about the group that you're part of.
The which one?
Are you part of more than one group?
Well, there's like this reading club that I went to like twice here, but I kind of forgot what book they were reading.
The Delvers group that you're part of. Do you have a name for that group? I haven't been able to find anything. Party name of some sort.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't really go around talking about it, but we usually just say that we're the super neat people.
The super neat people.
Yeah, S&P.
S&P.
Yep. That's what we're called.
Yeah, I'll just use the acronym there. S&P. All right. So, if you don't mind me asking, I was wondering, I've spoken with your friend Sybil, but I was wondering, what was your first time like in the dungeon, what path did you choose? How did everything go?
Well, the whole thing about this was I wanted to go back down the path of the bones because I thought that'd be really, really cool. Because bones are cool. Don't
Okay.
you think so? Anyways, yeah. So, but they wanted to go down the plant path, which was lame to say the least. But it actually ended up being really, 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 really bad. There were like these gross, stupid flowers that made you see really dumb things, and like other. I can't. Why do you need my pen? Why can't you just go get your own pen?
It's not just your pen. I need your. I need that book.
The whole book?
Yes, the whole
Looking
book.
at this book.
It needs a it has a reference I need in it.
Fine, but you bring it back.
Whole
Okay?
ass book.
Of course.
Fine, go, just go. Just take it.
Yeah, thanks.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay,
Go.
alright.
You're gonna fuck off. Okay, cool. Sorry, man. Love you. Bye. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Where was I? Plants everywhere. The walls were plants. The ceiling was plants. The ground was plants. And there were these other plants that were flowers that as soon as you saw them, it would make you see something scary, like traumatizing kind of scary. You feel me? Right?
Oh.
And
I know it's a very personal question, but what was it that you saw?
oh, it was some giant spider or something.
Oh, okay.
And then I accidentally stabbed somebody. That was not fun. He's mad at me about that still.
Who did you stab?
Oh, it was Doob, but he's kind of mean anyways. But you know, now he hates me. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and the whole thing we were supposed to be finding these little golden acorns, because you needed the golden acorns to get to this door, and then to get to the door, you need to go out of the door, and yada yada yada. Yeah, you needed those. They were scattered everywhere, and then like there was another room with these weird small people. I'm not sure if they were people though. We didn't really try to talk to them. We just shot them, and they died.
You just went into an area and just started shooting. Okay, very good.
Yeah, that was the first area that we went to. There were these mandrakes too, and they fucking sucked, but they actually tasted pretty good when you cooked them up.
So you's a bit of a chef.
Yeah, no, he's really good. He works at the tavern, the place with food. Dragon's Respite, whatever.
Yes, I know the place.
It's really good. They have
Okay.
pancakes, and beer, and bacon, and croissants.
I'll ask for the menu. So if you don't mind, make sure I get this right. You went into the path of plants.
Mm-hmm.
Bad place.
Mhm.
Lots of plants everywhere.
Right.
Scary flowers. You
Scary
stabbed a party member.
Accidentally. Make sure you put that down because I was under the influence of scary flowers, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Under the influence of...
Oh, also, before that, there were also other members of the party that also were under the influence of scary flowers, which is
Okay,
not
so
a new drug.
entire party under influence of scary flowers?
Practically, yeah.
Then you attacked people.
Small people that weren't people, I guess.
That weren't people. Okay.
I don't know. They were weird.
And then...
They had plant dogs, by the way.
And then found some mandrakes, which
Mm-hmm.
party member of yours, you,
Right.
odd name.
Oh, also mushrooms that exploded, but we didn't really have much trouble with those.
Oh, okay. Just like your standard stock mushroom.
They were more like big, giant balloons. Looked like cows almost.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, they exploded, and it was pretty nasty.
Okay, well, I don't want to bother you too long.
Well, you can hang out. I don't mind. Yeah. Just looking at papers and stuff. So yeah, just sit in silence.
After speaking with Rooke, I found my way to the Pretty Penny, a shop and home to both Cablis and Doob Bronzetooth, twin, deep-known brothers, both standing at a height of 3 feet. They look fairly similar to each other, with Cablis being slightly on the portly side, and Doob in the possession of a strange contraption on his left hand, which he called a spell gauntlet. Some sort of artificer technology that he had come up with himself.
Welcome to Pretty Penny. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. my name's Castian. With the Silver Lining, I wanted to...
Wait, you mean like the newspaper?
Yes. I want to ask a few questions of both of you.
Listen, I didn't do it. I don't know who did it. Neither of us were there. We didn't do it.
No, I have it on good authority that y'all were part of a group that fixed the obelisk inside the dungeon.
Oh, that? Yeah. No, we did
Oh,
that.
yeah. That was
Oh.
all me.
Yeah.
Good. Glad
Okay,
I'm in the right
listen,
place.
only because I was dead. Just saying.
It was all me.
Okay. Well, I'll probably ask you a few questions about that in particular. But if you don't mind, I'll ask your brother here. I'm doing a piece on figuring out where your group has come from, your beginnings, your
Where I grew
fight to the top,
I don't want to talk about Queensvale.
your party, the SNP.
What?
Huh? The fuck's SMP?
Super nice people, super neat people. Was it? Oh, hold on.
What crackhead? You
Super
get this
neat
in-
people.
Where'd you get that from?
Your party member Rooke told me this.
Oh, of course.
All right, go ahead.
We'll have to talk to him about that later.
Oh, I might kill him.
Okay, well, if you don't mind, I heard, probably the only real information that I've been able to get from other people, because I asked the auction house, that your party had come across a nice find inside the dungeon, a owlbear egg.
Oh yeah. Nah, we were kind of exploring around Goblin's Gorge, and we found an owlbear nest.
Oh, what kind of exploring were you doing before?
More just kind of exploratory. We were trying to figure out our way to the. At that point, I think it was the Path of Wind or something. Yeah, we're trying to get down there. But after doing a little more research, we found Path of Water is gonna be our best bet. But that's a side story here and there.
Oh, your best bet for what, if you don't mind me asking?
More just kind of like time of year. I was going between like the nodes and everything since we're heading close to the fire node.
Oh, I see. I see.
Water path's gonna be a little bit better because hopefully the water's not gonna be as fucking cats. Okay. Yo, Tim, you go take care of the fucking thing. Sorry about that. Guys getting here all the time. Says a bastard with them. I don't understand. But yeah, no. We're gonna take the water path because it's just better because fire node stuff like that. Anywho. Yeah, on the way to go explore the Path of Wind, we were going through a forest and we stumbled upon a nest of... We didn't really know what it was at the time. But whenever we found this... I don't know. It was an egg about, like, maybe 2 baby goblin head sizes. Good chunk.
A very decent sized head, yes.
Yeah, it's a good size head. But so we pick it up and everything, and all of a sudden we start hearing like this growling and hooting and stuff like that, and we turn around and whoop! Mommy and Daddy are back. Mommy and Daddy owlbear.
Oh, well, that sounds quite dangerous. How'd your party fare?
I mean, we lived.
Oh, well, that's good.
Fared's kind of a strong word. We made it.
I imagine that was a very treacherous encounter.
Just a smidgen. It was to be honest, it's probably one of our first actual like fights that I've had in this whole freaking city and dungeon and everything. So
Yeah, that was an interesting experience.
All right. Well, and how much? I believe you were able to sell that egg for a pretty nice chunk of change.
some would say we got it for a pretty penny. But we got what? 6,000. We got about 6,000 off it, which was huge. 6,000 gold.
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm. It was very well kept.
Well then, I suppose that made your party far more prepared for the third floor, so you could get in there and just conquer the entire thing, right?
You would think so.
You would think.
Money troubles?
No. Small cohesion issues.
Ah,
I don't know if Rooke told you since he, decided everything. Did he tell you about the path of the plants?
yes, he did.
Did he tell you about how he stabbed me?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Cohesion troubles.
Well, that is a shame, but I suppose every great Delver party has a bit of friction in it, right?
Fucking cats, I swear. Timmy, I told you to get the fucking cat out of here. Fucking looks weird. Looks like it's got makeup on or something. But yeah, no, I mean, but do they stab each other though? How often do they stab each other?
I've heard of a few parties.
Wow, these parties must suck. I'm teasing. I don't know.
I won't make any more comments on that.
That's fair. But yeah, I mean, that's been the fun of the owlbear. We've been trying to get geared up so we can go to the path to water.
Understood. All right. Well,
Did they really just drop all those?
I'll go fucking clean it up. Timmy, get a fucking mop. You're paying for this.
Just a sign before you buy it.
Sorry. Can't help you. Hope you're fucked. You're gonna owe me a lot.
It is here that I wanted to interject a conversation I had with the fifth member of the party, Yu. He is a relatively quiet, very large individual, standing at a staggering 8 feet 1 inch, if I'm not mistaken. The only portion of our conversation that was really in any great detail were the dangers that the party had faced on the 3rd floor of the dungeon referred to as Goblin's Gorge.
There's a them big angry bird, and also a bigger angry bird, and then that flying angry bird been fighting with the big mama bird, and then there be them big water lizards, and the bears ain't bears, and there's these dogs with 2 heads. Is lightning been walking around.
Walking lightning?
Mm-hmm. They just walk around. Then there be them bugbear. But there wasn't no bugbear. But there were.
Bugbears that aren't bugbears but are bugbears.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then you have old weird fake hatchet man. He live in them big leaves underwater. That's about it.
As you can see, the party has already had quite the adventure with all the different type of things that had tried to kill them, of which I probably could write a few stories. But the meat of my current project will be told by Cablis in the next clip, who is quite instrumental in patching the arcane device well enough for others to come in and fully repair it.
I'll go ahead and ask you the obelisk situation. How did your group come to be a part of it?
Well, we were looking for a way out since we were about time to wrap up and head home, getting low on supplies and everything, when we were attacked by numerous amounts of monsters, besieged on all sides by giant owlbears and a few other crazy mutant-looking things, and some of the things were invisible even.
Really?
Yeah, one of them that actually. Jesus. Fucking whip that out. One of them that took my brother out there. Thankfully, he made it back.
Yeah, he fucking killed me with some bullshit.
Yeah, he took him out. Came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry to hear about that. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, sucked. That's how time is.
But the obelisk was completely destroyed. It was wasn't working or anything. So me being as intelligent as I am and as well versed with the arcane arts as I am, I was able to patch up some of the script just in time before everyone was overran, and we were able to make an escape.
Oh, I see. And do you, how did you patch up the obelisk? I heard there was, it was a very rush. Well, not to be insulting or belittling, but from people I've heard from, it was a very rushed job.
She said you suck.
Hey, you didn't have a lot of time to work with when you're being about to get eaten. And we're not one to talk anyways. You weren't even there.
I can't hear you over the sound of the first saying you suck.
Well, obelisk had been destroyed, and the metallic band around it with all the script was useless. So I used what I had at hand: the scrap metal from the obelisk, using the flip side of it that didn't have any script, and then some of the weapons and stuff laying around, along with the crowbar to act as a crude chisel. I was able to save everyone's life that day.
That is...
Well, except for my brother.
Oh, well. That is rather impressive, I must say. I have been told that it was quite a few corpses around the area, and from the descriptions I had received from, what was his name? Bomi, that the creatures were quite horrifying.
Yeah, there was something not right about the things that we were fighting there. And yeah, there were a lot of people. Thankfully, there were a lot of people around the obelisk, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to patch it up.
Well, do you think that they were the main cause of the obelisk's malfunction?
Well, the things that were coming at us at the end right before we were able to get back were bugbears, and we kind of thought maybe they did destroy it on purpose. They didn't seem too happy once we had it fixed.
Understand. Well, interesting. I will be putting this together, and hopefully, if I have any more follow-up questions or whatnot, I'll come and speak with one of you. Thank you for your time.
All right. Well, you know where to find us.
Yes.
Why, you're not gonna buy anything while you're here?
Well,
You don't need ink or anything?
I'm just, I don't really have any money on me at the moment.
Yeah.
After speaking with the 5 original members of the No, I'm not even going to entertain the idea of that name. After speaking with the original 5 members, I went on the look for the 6th member that Sybil had told me about. I haven't been able to speak with them personally yet. They have all just recently gone into the dungeon yet again. The only information I have been able to get on the 6th member is that they are a turtle that goes by the name
Torlack, our total friend. Can you give me a description of your character as you fall into this pit?
I guess it's just the pitch black little pit that I'm falling through.
Yes.
Hold on.
You don't actually feel anything around you for the first little bit.
He's like, do I withdraw? Do I not withdraw? Do I withdraw? Do I not withdraw? So he's kind of just like has all his limbs just sticking straight out as much as he can, and he's like, let's not withdraw. We'll just see what happens.
Okay. After falling for a little bit, you start to feel something graze against the back of your shell,
and then you feel a slope gradually come underneath you as you come into a full slide. And you slide. And slide. And then after like a good 4-5 hours of just sliding.
At some point, he rolled over on his back. And he's just like chilling on his back like a water slide, just going through it like he's riding a tube.
After 5 hours of sliding, you hear this voice coming across as, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. You've been here for so long. I was distracted with another test. My name is Albert. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Torlack kind of like, as he's, I'm guessing, still going down the slide, he starts like spinning himself. And he's like, "Oh, no problem. I do love this dungeon, and it's actually quite fun sliding down this. I don't really feel anything since I'm on my shell." And he just kind of like waves back and forth.
"Oh, that's such a good thing. I was worried you were gonna be mad at me. Okay, well, since you're having such a good time, I'll let you go for a little bit longer." And then it's just silence yet again, and you keep falling.
Oh, well. It's like...
About another 4 hours in.
Jeez Louise.
So 9
Been
hours.
falling for 9 hours.
Oh, hey. Sorry about that. I had another test to do. But I really probably should get yours taken care of, yeah?
He like reemerges from his shell because at some point he just decided to take a nap. And he's like, "That would be very much so appreciated. I think my shell is going to need some tending to after this."
Maybe. So we can count that as a short rest.
There you go.
You still do have exhaustion because you did go down in the last, in that last fight. But as you continue following, you feel the slide actually gradually sloping to a flat plane.
Oh.
And you're thinking, "Oh, I'm finally gonna stop," and then you splash
No.
into water. It's like, "Okay, so here's the test that I have for you. It's just gonna be an endurance test. See how long you can last. If you pass, I will return something that has been lost to you. If you fail, maybe death or something, I'm not sure. Just don't do too bad and you won't have to find out, yeah?"
Torlack's like, "Deal."
Very good. Now let the test commence. And you start feeling the water start pulling you back as a current starts tugging at you. So the test is going to be swimming. And if you get pulled too far back, you'll go down another hole. And then, survive the slides. And then you'll be fine again. I'll pop you out wherever your friends might be. Oh. Yeah, I'll pop you out wherever your friends might be.
That's not disconcerting at all.
If they're still in the dungeon after 9 hours, I might have some concerns.
You may be surprised.
Your friends are idiots.
Oh, God.
So, give me an athletics check. This will set the DC for your endurance check.
Oh gosh, I have a 0 to my athletics. Okay.
And at disadvantage.
Ooh.
And I got hit that 20 on one of them. That's so sad.
I dropped the
Don't worry, you got a
20.
DC
Yeah.
of 6.
So, yeah,
Just
roll
kidding.
the 6.
So with the 6, go ahead and give me a Constitution, or not a yes, a Constitution check
Roll
with
the
a
9.
9. Okay. So, not great, but you do. As the currents start pushing against you, you're swimming, and you're like, "Oh, this isn't bad." Real light current at first, and then you, as you keep going and going. First 30 minutes, no problem, not bad. In fact, it's more like a lazy float and kind of a push every occasion. And after an hour, it gets a little bit faster. An hour and a half, it's a little faster again. But after like good 3 hours, you're now doing a full out swim, trying to keep up. And then after another 10 minutes, your body just kind of, no more. And you feel yourself being tugged back further and further, even though you're trying to swim. And you feel the hole that all this water is going down into, tugging you further, until you just...
Yeah, the moment that I feel like that I'm actually just going to go down the drain, I just withdraw into my shell. I'm like, alright, time to just get shot out wherever.
As you're being pulled through this like pipe of water down, you can still hear Albert just, well, you did something. That's cool. But your test is not over. The second part starts now. Make sure you mind the gap between the slides. It's a pretty far fall down.
Torlack got to go to a fucking water park.
Yeah.
A dangerous one, because now I need you to make dexterity checks. Or a dexterity check to see how well you jump from one slide to another.
Okay, the moment I hear him say, like, oh, you're going to be jumping slides, Torlack will unwithdraw.
Okay.
Because he knows, like, fuck, I gotta actually pay attention.
You can do dex or acrobatics if you wish.
Let's see.
Just oil your shell.
Yeah, we'll just do straight dexterity saves.
Okay.
It is saves, right?
Checks.
Checks, okay.
Hey.
13.
13. Okay. 13. As you start sliding down these slides, you come up to your first one and are able to get your feet underneath you and pole vault yourself to the next slide. That goes on for a good, 3-4 jumps.
Okay.
You finally pop off of one slide, trying to get to the next one, and your foot slips.
Stupid water.
And then you fall. And just keep falling. As you fall for the next...
Oh no.
What was it? 15 hours.
Oh my god, Torlack!
Wow. Because the party also took a long rest in the dungeon while you were gone.
Yeah, we took a full day.
Oh my god. So
chill
at
out.
some point, Torlack just gets tired and whoop into his shell and just passes
Did you bring
out.
a snack?
Yeah. Just falling for a good long time. And then when Torlack kind of wakes up and opens their eyes, they find themselves in a room, actually. It's just a singular room with 4 doors and an obelisk. One is a doorway that's just filled with stone, the other 3 are filled with fog. And the obelisk that teleports you back to the Dragon's Respite. And you hear a voice, a little faint, Congratulations. You didn't die. You did good enough for that. But sadly, I cannot give you what you have lost. That dart that you got smelted is gonna have to stay with me. But you had a good time, right?
That was a very fun trial, I must say.
Well, I'm glad you had a good nap afterwards. So, your friends apparently left. Probably about like 40 minutes ago. Despite the fact that you've been falling for like a day and a half. Quite frankly, that's rather impressive. I didn't know we had that much room in here.
I am happy to help out with learning more about the dungeon.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Have a good day. Bye.
Wait. He just like reaches out to like nothing. He's like, crap. Can I see anything? Like, is it like here's the doorway and then it's just like pure thick fog and I can't see anything? Or
Yes, it's like the doors that you've seen before that once you've touched that fog, it just pulls you straight through.
Oh.
But there is also the obelisk that teleports you back to town.
Y'all don't understand. Torlack loves this dungeon.
Where you gonna go, Torlack?
He's gonna go through one of the doors.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Which door do you go through? Left, right? First one?
Pick number 3, my lord.
I go through whichever one is right in front of me.
Oh no. Oh no.
The center one. All right, so just kind of looking around, you see the tantalizing fog.
Torlack's like, I wonder where this goes.
You reach out, you put your hand into the fog, and you feel yourself being tugged through, pulled in. It's there where Torlack died, as they had to face a boss, a boss-like creature that all that one path led to was a singular large room with a very dangerous monster. You didn't see it very well.
Oh,
It just ganked your ass.
Oh no.
Well, but you do pop up in
Yeah, it still pop up at the...
you pop up in the dock district at the altar that's pressed up against the tower.
Yeah.
Got the bad ending.
Torlack will remember this.
So,
It's not gonna stop him.
all right. So now we have 2 party members who have died in this campaign. For this campaign, everybody has at least 1 resurrection if they die in the dungeon, and nobody knows how many free resurrections they have. Not even me, because I lost those notes. But yeah, I'll have to re-roll everybody's resurrections things, but it'll be good. It'll be
You
fine.
could end up with more or less.
Who knows? No one does. But that leads us to the morning of
Dawn of the 3rd day.
Weir. Yes. Actually, it's the 4th day. Dawn
Oh,
of the
what?
4th day.
Come on. Alright, back it up.
Sorry. And after having our little incident with the bodies, just one singular body being teleported across a district in all sorts of places, some weird rumors have been going around town that possibly a serial killer, maybe something else, maybe there's a monster loose. Do we have the rat problem again?
The rat plague.
is back.
It's the Skaven.
God, I hope
There's
those
no
damn
such-
rats didn't. Someone didn't decide to bring a rat out of the rat path again, because the last time that happened was bad.
Okay.
There's no such thing as Skaven.
Not yet.
We will start our morning with one of our players who always gets up in the morning just to run wherever he wants. As Rooke gets up for his daily routine.
Yeah, it's always starting with that run. Maybe like some tea or water beforehand, but yeah. He'll run by like that arrow shop that's close to the it's the Azurite district's where he's from, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's like if I remember right, there's an arrow shop right before there, like kind of south of it. South, I see. But go kind of restock on like buys like 4 arrows, I think, because I'm missing like just a couple just to top it off.
If I remember correctly, the arrow shop you're talking about is actually in the Malachite district.
Oh,
And it is called the Whistling Arsenal.
right, that badass name. But yeah, we'll top up and actually grab another grappling arrow. I want another one of those.
Okay.
So they're like 10 or 2 gold, right?
Grappling arrow is 3 gold.
Sorry.
But as you were running through the districts and with a good steady jog, you did hear some people talking about the incident the day before. Couple of people sitting there like, it was the craziest fucking thing I ever seen. It's like this foot just kept on popping in and out of existence right in front of me. It was just like, it was across the street, then it was halfway down the street, then it was right in me face. What happened then? I don't know. The foot disappeared. It was just gone. And then I got slapped by a hand. And it weren't nobody's hand that I know of, because it was severed. My God. How could this happen? I mean, those damn mages always with their special experiments and whatnot. I know. And it's almost as bad as that one time back in... Shh. Don't talk about that, you know that. As they kind of like look around and they see Rooke kind of just staring off. They're just staring back at you, and they kind of look towards each other, and they just start walking down the street.
Cool. But yeah, that was crazy. Anyways.
Anti-mage sentiments begin to grow.
Anti-mage sentiments. Oh, no. So yeah, shopping, and then I don't know. I'll probably run by Doob's and Cablis's, and then like Rooke will kind of check up on like the bow's progress, see how's it going. Just
As you
Oh god, here he comes running again.
run through the city, it's around noon at this point. You make your way over to the Pretty Penny.
Yeah,
You only had 1 cup of coffee at this point. You don't
don't want to mess with
him.
him. Man.
You walk in, little ding, and you see Timothy standing behind the counter, and Cablis over fixing some displays and putting more stock out. Doob nowhere in sight again.
Oh hey Cablis, how's it going? Where's your brother?
Hey, Rooke, think he's in the workshop out back?
I don't think I've ever actually been in that workshop. Do you mind if I go in there? You can say no.
Yeah, you'd have to ask him.
Okay.
I'll go see.
That's fine. Just look at your collection of thimbles.
Yeah, don't mess those up. I just organized those.
Okay.
I go rapping on his chamber door.
Got him.
Hey, Rook's here. I think he's wanting to probably check in about what you're working on.
get send him in.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll come back
Letting me
out.
go back there?
Yep.
What does your workshop look like anyway?
Nothing really special. It has 3 separate benches, one for like weaponry, one for arcane, and one for illicit things for my brewing stations. Brewing station, sorry.
Illicit
things.
things, my illicit brewing station.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I was thinking
That
miscellaneous.
chem station.
Yeah, I was thinking
yeah.
miscellaneous words. Fun.
Where do you put the meth
You and
lab?
Sybil might get along better than you think.
You're not wrong.
He's just back in the yellow jumpsuit. Just
Oh, man.
Timothy, we're cooking.
God.
Fuck yes.
No, it's we're
brewing.
But yeah, no. When you come in, you see him holding a long recurve bow that he's carving channels into to fit piping.
Well, that looks really good.
Thanks. Yeah, bow's coming along, kind of slowly, but kind of just debating on what I'm gonna be able to do with it. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of see him like, you see a flame next to him that he's just kind of heating up this pipe and kind of like just bending it to fit in the channels that he's carved.
Well, hey, yeah, I was just checking up. Did you need any errands run or anything? Got nothing. For
I
the
look-
rest of the day.
I go look in my brewer's barrel. Just has like just a bunch of water in it. Not full, is it?
That's about 2/3 full.
Nah, should be good for a little bit. Actually, I do need some alchemy supplies.
Oh, yeah.
How much does my alchemy supply usually cost?
I believe it was around 50 gold.
I take a small pouch with the gold in it, toss it to Rooke. Yeah, if you can go to not Mayhen's. Nope, it's Mayhen's. Where's that general store here?
The general store?
Not the general store, like the general alchemy store. I guess.
The robot.
That is Mayhem's Emporium with the robot, but that is a magic item shop.
Oh.
If you're looking for
Like now.
a alchemy shop that you know of, there is the Brood Awakening
That's what it is. Yeah. Go
over
to,
in the Norite district.
if you can you go to Brood Awakening in Norite? Need some alchemy supplies.
Sure thing.
Thank you. Are you 50?
He'll kind of get out of the workshop and like nod at Cablis when he's leaving and be like, "Hey, I was gonna head to the library at the college sometime this week. Do you want to jump along with me at some point?"
Have I gotten my spells yet?
At this point,
Yes, you spent your first day back getting spells.
Oh, gotcha. I've spent enough time up at the college for a while.
hey, yeah, no worries. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, take care.
Bye.
How long is it to the? Is it in running distance?
Everything's in running distance.
I mean, yeah, you'll take a point of
God,
exhaustion
hope
at
you-
this point.
Yeah, no.
Gotta hope he drinks enough water.
Let's
You and me both.
get a carriage
Carriage? Okay.
for sure.
Uh,
Nail down one of those.
to the Norite district, it'll cost you 3 gold.
Okay.
No, 2 gold.
There and back or
Just there. If you're coming back, yeah, it'll be 4 gold.
4?
But as you head up to the Norite district, you do go in. You tell the coachman where you're wanting to go. The carriage drops you off at a fairly nice building. Got a giant sign that has what looks like a tankard pouring over, but the liquid coming out doesn't look like ale. It's like straight, vibrant purple, and almost like sparklers coming out of it, with the text "Brood Awakening."
Nice.
Walking in, see a slew of different potions all over the place, and different types of bottles, all sorts of stuff. A brewing station back end, and 3 people. One that's kind of running from place to place, another one who's sitting by the brewing station pouring. It looks a bit odd because they're staring off in one direction as they just kind of like pour a little bit, tilt their head, pour a little bit more, and then like reach over and trying to find the table to place the potion on. And then you also see a very familiar person. One that had dropped down a hole the last time you saw.
Oh.
Torlack's sitting over in one of the corners.
Walking in. Did I get a list from you? Let me say that
I just told you alchemy supplies.
alchemy supplies.
Yeah, they'll know what it means.
They'll know. Okay.
General alchemy supplies.
Alchemy supplies.
Come on.
Generalized alchemy supplies.
Sorry, I should say I think Doob.
See, I walk. Is Torlack in the
Torlack's just-
corner somewhere? Like just dozed off. We'll kind of approach and be like, "Oh, hey, Torlack."
He opens his eyes. Oh, just these. Hello.
Hey, it's good to see you alive. Are you okay?
I died. I did have
Suck.
fun though. I fell for like about, I think a total of 16 hours down like this random pit, and then I swam for about 4 hours, and then I went off some like slides. I could have just came straight home, but you know how there's those fog doors that we see?
Right.
I went through one and immediately died by a monster.
Oh.
So casual about it.
Oh.
Can you tell me how my shell looks, by the way? There
sorry
was a
to-
lot of it was just grinding against the slides and stuff. He just turns his back towards you.
There's like a smooth channel, like a smooth line, and across her or across his shell.
It's fine. It doesn't look bad. It's there.
Like I was saying, it's just a worry stone now. I can just caress your back. All my worries smooth away.
Oh, yes, Celia, but I did like some of those barnacles that were there. They became very attached to me.
Oh yeah, the barnacles.
Not a good thing.
So are we going to add in the room shot, or...
No, I'm just adding the modifiers onto characters for puns.
So you start scratching and he turns back around to Rooke. So, what brings you in today?
Oh, I'm not doing much today, so I just I'm just running some supplies back to Doob. I have some gold to get some just generalized alchemy supplies for him.
Ah.
So that's about it.
I look over at the one that's running back and forth. I'm just like, Julie.
Yeah.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Sorry, I was doing something. What were you talking?
Oh, my friend just needed some. He told me to get alchemy supplies. I don't know. What
Alchemy supply. What kind of alchemy supplies?
You see, now that you say that out loud, I probably should have asked him.
There's an assortment of different supplies I could give you. If I don't know what exactly to give you, I'm not sure what to do.
So,
Julie, please.
How much gold did he give you?
50. I shake the little pouch.
Julie, there's a bundle of supplies on the back shelf. Should be around 50. Grab that. And we'll just say, hey, these are alchemy supplies. I hope he gets what he needs.
I'm sure he'll find some use for it all, right?
Surely.
I mean, it's general stuff that...
Right.
Yeah, most of it's spirits.
Like, for brewing things? Or, I don't know what they use that for.
That's typically what alchemy is.
Right. Right.
And as she turns around, you can see just like milky white eyes.
Oh, okay. I don't want to be rude. I do have a question. I'm just generally curious. How do you do alchemy if you can't see it?
generally know what the mixtures were. I have a feel for it.
Oh, were you always?
No. I used to be in a party with my friend Torlack here.
I go over and I just like nudge her with my shell very softly.
Oh.
Most of our people didn't have a very good time in the dungeon.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
It's the goose's fault.
Yeah, that damn goose.
Yes, Mother Goose is not a kind monster whatsoever.
Well, we had a run-in with her recently that we barely got away from.
Well, you're quite lucky.
There were 2 people with them, but I don't remember who they were. We never really...
We had no chance to get names or anything.
No. I think you were the closest one to them, and you didn't even really get a good look.
Oh yeah, no. I pulled them out the river, and then they panicked quite horribly, and I just turned into I withdrew into my shell and became a RoC, essentially. Celia, are you sure I'm still going to be able to do that with my shell like this?
I'm sure it'd be fine. At the very worst, the enemy's just gonna slide right off your shell. It's quite smooth.
Maybe you could paint it.
You don't paint one's shell.
Oh, you don't? I don't know. I don't have a shell. I've never. Maybe you could. You'll figure out something, right?
Humans paint things they shouldn't all the time.
Yeah, like
we'll put racing stripes.
People
on
paint
it.
rocks. Yeah.
And make them go faster.
Paint pumpkins. I don't know.
Yes,
It's not
but
to
back
say-
in Shui, you don't paint one's shell
Huh.
unless you're asking for a death wish.
Oh, well. Now I know. Well, yeah, I'll take that bundle, and I better be getting back to the Pretty Penny and give them their stuff. It was nice meeting you guys, and I'm sorry to hear what happened in the dungeon.
Yeah, he said I was falling for so long because y'all took forever.
Oh. Right, we,
What kept y'all in the dungeon for an entire day?
there was a time that we just kind of, camped in the middle of one of the rooms.
Oh, so I go missing. And nobody's like, we should leave the dungeon to try and find our friend. But if one of the small ones go missing, all of a sudden it's a big deal and we have to fix an obelisk and immediately get out.
It was a party decision. I was in favor of returning, but we wanted to go ahead and try to knock out that last leg of the journey instead of, having to do it all over again, I guess. But that
I'm
was the
keeping
final.
this map now.
Okay. Cool.
That's good.
Tell the
Hey,
brothers I said hello.
I will. I'll catch y'all around.
did y'all find any treasures in there?
Yes. There was some gold in one of these rooms that one of our friends found. It was a secret room, I think. It's kind of cool. And then there's some of these fog people, and they gave us some riddles, and then they had a treasure room. So there was some stuff in there that I think one of my friends is appraising.
Whatever happened with all
can
the
think of.
endless water things?
I believe 4 of them were used for the door opening, and then one person has the other. I think it. I don't remember who it was. It was Sybil.
Oh. Have you heard about the serial killer?
The what now?
Well, apparently there's a rumor that there's a serial killer loose now.
Oh, I haven't heard anything like that, except I think I heard some people talking on the side of the street about it.
Yes, there's a rumor that it's a serial killer, and then there's also some group of miscreants that are claiming that they're the reason that bodies have been found, pieces have been found all over the place.
Miscreants?
Yes. I had a bit of a problem with some, people coming asking for protection money, or, you know, you may end up like whoever was found all over the district.
Huh.
Well,
Interesting.
yeah. I threw a potion at them and they ran away, so who knows?
Cowards.
I told you to let me just hit them.
And as you like turn around or at the door, there's just like a seared like stain where
That wasn't potion. That was
it
acid.
was straight up acid
Oh my
that just
God.
ate through the wood.
Oh, you did throw something at them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well.
Just pretty good.
Pretty sure it was a bile concoction of some sort. It smelled horrible.
couldn't
It
imagine why.
looked horrible.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Yes.
And y'all have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Getting out.
Okay.
I'll take the carriage back.
Next time on the Ring of Contrarians.
You said you wanted to purchase some XP.
I do know that one guy who does come to the Dragon's Roost pretty regularly, and he had offered to sell me more at a later date.
You got a bag of beans.
You got a bag of beans.
Fucking great.
Thanks.
It's warm too.
Are you
Another word for joy.
are you threatening my brother?
Hold on, just stay right there. And I'm just like, Rio.
Get everyone straight up.
And you feel blood starting to come down the back of your neck. You're gonna kill me, aren't you?
I'm not going to kill you.
That's what they say when they're about to kill you.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of the Ring of Contrarians. Please give us a like and a sub on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. We put out new episodes on the 8th, 16th, and 24th of every month, and we hope you continue to support us so we can keep making cool stuff for you. Thank you.